Thank you for the opportunity to participate in this scientific symposium here in Venice, Italy. I'm James Appleby, CEO of the Gerontological Society of America, the GSA. We represent the researchers, clinicians, and educators who study aging in a multidisciplinary environment. It's a delight to be able to be part of this program that looks at ways to use pharmacy-based interventions to improve immunization rates across the life course in Europe. The session that I had the honor of chairing looked at the issue of vaccine manufacturing. As clinicians, I think many of us have clearly come to count on the pharmaceutical industry to deliver high-quality, safe, and effective vaccines that we use each and every day. In fact, I believe that the pharmaceutical industry has made it look so easy that perhaps we've even taken it for granted. The development, production, and delivery of vaccines is highly complex, and the two speakers that participated in the session that I was involved with really laid out those challenges of producing vaccines. In particular, the scientific challenges of putting together such a complex pharmaceutical product are enormous. It takes literally years from the initial manufacturing process of vaccines once it gets started, through assembly, through packaging, and then delivery out to clinicians worldwide. Literally takes years and is truly a technological marvel. On top of that, the challenges provided by health authorities in different countries around the world that often have conflicting requirements on vaccine manufacturers in terms of the product, the specifications, the use, etc. Those complexities brought on by regulations also make the whole process complex. But again, the pharmaceutical industry has made it look easy to us, and I think it's important that we as clinicians appreciate what's required and indeed how valuable these disease-preventing medications are. As I've considered here in Europe the sort of challenge of increasing immunization rates, I think really a good analogy harkens back to the challenges 15 years or so ago with the telecommunications industry. If you think about how that industry was trying to bring high-speed internet access to everyone, one of the challenges they faced was what they referred to as the last kilometer. That is, these firms could develop and deploy high-speed internet access. They could set up sort of the central systems that would get this access out to cities, to towns, to communities, neighborhoods, and yet that last kilometer, the last distance between the central pipe that these firms put in the ground to connect to homes was the biggest challenge. That last kilometer, so to speak, is where old technology already wired into all the homes and apartments prevented high-speed internet access from being widely available. Well, the telecommunications industry innovated. They found ways to deploy new technology, including wireless, that has made it possible for people to have easy, reliable, high-speed internet access. I think we have the same issue here in terms of improving immunization rates. I see it as the challenge being for healthcare professionals, how do we overcome the last meter? And by that, I mean the distance between a vaccine that may be in a freezer or in a refrigerator and getting it into the patient who needs it, age course appropriate vaccines. How do we make that last meter something we can overcome? And I believe just as the telecommunications industry overcame the issue of the last kilometer, I think we as healthcare professionals can overcome this issue of the last meter through continued innovation, through our own ingenuity, through working with health authorities, with clinicians, and ultimately with patients and families to help all appreciate the value of vaccines and the benefit to individuals as well as society at large of improving immunization rates across the life course. Again, thank you for the opportunity to be a participant in this scientific program. The dialogue has been wonderful, and I'm very hopeful that the momentum that is building around pharmacy-based immunizations here in Europe will continue. I've had the privilege of working on similar issues in the United States, and over the past 25 years, it's not a short process, but over the past 25 years, we've been able to enable pharmacists in all 50 states to administer life-saving vaccines as a matter of their normal practice. And I hope that the momentum that's building in Europe will continue for years to come. Thank you.